today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you? Yeah. Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
A ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 68 yards. And the Vikings need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Bullard able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Barkley. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown.
Come on, let's go.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. An inside give to Jones. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's McCarthy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now McCarthy. Buying time to his left. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On play action, McCarthy. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's a jet sweep. This is Addison. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Staying on his feet. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively, nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throw right side complete to Dotson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he fends him off. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
McCarthy now on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. To the air with McCarthy. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Up the middle, Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The tackle by Nakobe Dean. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Throwing is McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
First and 10, here's McCarthy. They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. But 1st down, Hurts gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete, it's Dodson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A final shot before break. McCarthy setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings got a good performance in the first half from their quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Hurts on the option right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Hurts going to take this himself. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up a throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down and 6 now. Looking to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Back to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here's Rodgers to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On third down, they'll throw in McCarthy. That is caught and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Stick him with a pass. Here's McCarthy. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. 23 yards the pickup there. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Hurts. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant, Dotson. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On first down, McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, now McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown Vikings. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll start by running the option to the right. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run off tackle with Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. On play action, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To the air with McCarthy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's 1st and goal. Jones will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Now the try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this out to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 7. 57 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time in the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.